Okay, on my last video, I want to issue a correction. When I said that it would take like $720 trillion to uh, get Bitcoin, I was completely off. And I thought I was, but I wasn't certain because it was off the cuff, and I don't really deal with numbers like that often. But yeah, this just shows you how stupid the rich people are currently who are running the world. It's like they want to run the world, but they don't know what they're doing. When you look at something like, and it sucks for me to be able to say this, but hypothetically, if our government wanted to take control of like half of the Bitcoin, they can just print out $1 trillion and be like, okay, we have most of the Bitcoin, or, which is crazy, like BlackRock. If they, like, this is what I'm saying, like, these people who have a ton of money, like the Republicans, are so idiotic. Like, there's no sense with these people. What are you doing with your money? Why are you not putting your money together and buying industries? Why are you not like counteracting BlackRock at all? There's nothing that I've heard of besides probably what Elon set up with the election with that like little PAC thing he created. So it's just like you dumbasses don't even have like a pact, like there's a pack and that's for like Israel or whatever, but like where is the conservative pack? You see like the WEF pack with like BlackRock and Vanguard, how they put, like, who's in this pack? Like, where is the conservative? There isn't, because these people are stupid. Like, this is why it's hard for me to take conservatives seriously. It's like, why aren't you building like communities for people to come to? Why aren't you building industry? Why aren't you like buying these companies up right now, these woke companies, and being like, okay, we're going to start building here. We're going to make it so like we can bring workers here. Like, we want more people like this. Like, we're bringing back American jobs, and then like I can go work there, and some of my like there should be like places where you can go, like a hotel type of deal where it's all like high tech, and I might only be there for a little bit. Maybe I'm only here. Maybe I have to go to a different facility because they need me, and that they don't have enough people in that specialization. So like, there needs to be somewhere where people can come and go like so fluently, and like stay for a week, stay for a month, stay for a couple years in this facility. That's like, but they don't have that. It's like, what are you doing? Like, we should be building places where there's people who have like-minded mentalities could congregate, get to know each other in person. Like, there's none of that crap. Like, it's so crazy. Elon's like the only one creating like massive industries, and there's like nobody else that's like come up with any ideas of how to capitalize at all. They're just like, I'm just gonna sit on my hands with my properties, and I don't care. I'm not gonna do anything. It's like, why aren't you like rich people coming together and putting your assets together and buying like a big share of Bitcoin? It's so crazy to me. Buying like a bunch of land and be like, okay, we're going to start up a factory here, and we're going to set up a community here. We're going to set up like a family friendly place where people can, hey, maybe you're a single person like myself, and like there's people that are like-minded. Like, okay, we can have a like crazy woke industry in like San Francisco or whatever. you probably don't want to work there because there's not many people like you. There's not a lot of straight people. There's like that want to have a family or whatever. And then you can have other places like a polygamy type of it's like you don't have to have the same. People can have their lifestyles. Or just we need to like be separate. We can't be physically around each other. We can talk and network on the internet and stuff, but we can't be around each other physically. Like, I don't want to ever go to California until they switch it around. I don't want to go to New York until they like get better. I don't even like being in my current state because it seems wokeified. And it's really sad to see that these states that shouldn't be woke are woke. It's kind of frustrating. Um, we need like we need state lines to be redrawn. Um, when you have states that lose like a bunch of electoral votes, like California did, and that's not going to be changed until what? Like the next census? Maybe we should have more census. Like, why do we only have like what, one census every 10 years or whatever it is? We've had all these people that are illegals, and it's like maybe we should have an updated census. Why is the census like every if there's like if the population has shrunk in California, so they lose electoral college votes, then like that shouldn't take years for it to happen. It should happen instantaneously. You should have to maintain the population that you're supposed to have. Because your state will lose power. So it's so weird to see how it is. It's kind of like Canada has taken over. It's not Canada, but it's Marxist type of woke ideology. Canadian has taken over parts of America, and this woke ideology has taken over like it's New Zealand, Australia, probably like the UK, maybe some, I don't know, but I know probably Germany, definitely like the Ukraine, and I don't know about Israel, but that could definitely be another one. You've seen it completely take over, and but there's like a conservative part of Canada for sure, and I think that I don't think like your average Canadian. It's one thing. I think that the big thing with Canada is they don't have to really fund a military. Like they have a little one, so they have more resources for healthcare because they have their little military, but they not as much as us, not as powerful as us because like they rely on us as be their ally. I think that America should be the whole thing. I think that we should get our stuff together and we should just conquer the whole thing. We should just like kick Parliament out, like like you're done. Like, hey, UK, you worry about your own. So I don't know where you're not even have a country. Like I don't know what you're doing, but we're gonna take over Mexico. We're gonna take over. How long is this video? I'll have to cut it off. We're gonna take over Canada, um, because we're so prosperous and we want like this whole land to be great. Everyone on this land, like it's just like okay, like we're all American and we're prospering so much. Everyone's prospering so much. So we've taken over this whole territory and became the biggest country in the whole world. And then like what we can do at the bottom of Mexico is like it's such a small area to patrol and monitor compared to our huge border that's like takes up so much of Mexico. And it's like yeah, people will probably come here, but like we need to reallocate different places so people like, okay, if you want to like live this type of culture, you come here. If you want to live this type of culture, you live there. And uh because we need to keep people separate, especially when it comes to like religious people, because like, man, that's the big thing going on in Israel versus Palestine, is like the religious war. That's why, like, Israel's like, they're basically fighting Iran, Lebanon, Palestine, and you're just waiting for other countries to jump in to start fighting against Israel. And it's like, you need to tone this down, dude. You need to tone it down. Um, chill out, dude. So that's it.